Welcome to one of the most important Rupestrian sites from life in Matera in times gone by. Here in the Sasso Barisano, the skilled craftsman Eustachio Lizzi and his sons have attempted to bear witness to a past filled with memories and emotions. This unique place, entitled C'era una volta, meaning once upon a time, uses furnishings and sculptures to portray and illustrate life in the home in Matera up until the end of the 60s. As you can see, the room is dug out of a calcareous rock. The only part which is built is the entrance where there is the door, which allowed a little air to circulate as well as the window. The door in this case was the only opening which let in light. The skilled craftsmen have created works of art which are represented by the unique sculptures in tuff that symbolise in part the crafts, trades and life in the Sassi of Matera. These works of art have been arranged inside the dwelling as they were in the past, where everyone set aside a small space for their domestic activities. In this typical dwelling, looking from the left corner, you can see 3 rooms. There is the kitchen area, the stall where there is the donkey and some farmyard animals, and the area where there is a double bed, a cradle for the baby, and a raised bed, as well as a small space that was used for the toilet. In that period, the houses didn't have sewers. It has taken the artists about 1 year to create these works of art, skillfully using their tools. And their facial expressions, fixed emotions and suffering seem to recount a way of life from the past. On the left, next to a man sitting at the table, we can see the mouth of a cistern which provided the family with rainwater, thanks to an important system of outside underground channels. There are no springs in the Sassi, because the city stands on a rocky karst area called the Murgia Plateau. Again, by the mouth of the well, we can see the head of the family after a hard day's work, sitting at the table with his wife watching him furtively. On the table we can see the typical products from the land, such as pulses and cereals, and bread of course. Women were very skilled at kneading to make bread, pasta and focaccia. Moving along, we can see a donkey in the stall area. The donkey was used as a means of transport to reach the countryside, on the outskirts of the town, away from the Sassi. Donkeys or mules helped with the work in the fields. As we can see, there is also a pig and some hens, both of which were essential for the family's survival. The animals were kept inside the home, not only because they were valuable possessions, but also because there wasn't much room outside. The typical little squares, known as the vicinati, were areas that were shared with other families. In the stall besides the animals, we can also see a chest of drawers that was used as a bed. The mattress was filled with corn leaves. Beds here were often makeshift. In the past, families were extremely large. On average, they had about 6 to 8 children, despite the high infant mortality rate. In the middle of the house, we can see a small table with a single large plate. The table wasn't usually very big, almost symbolizing the rare moments it was used by the family for their only meal of the day. If you look at the various characters around the room, you will notice that some of them represent the customs and traditions of the past. This unique world, filled with life's hardships because of the unhealthy rooms dug out of the rock, where people lived in conditions of extreme poverty, has gradually improved over the years. A law was passed to restore the Sassi in 1952, when the Cavioso and Barisano districts were completely evacuated. The Sassi have only started to come back to life again after years of abandonment, thanks to a new law, the Law of Restoration and Conservation. The Sassi gained UNESCO World Heritage status in 1993 because of the artistic and historical heritage that can be found here, as well as the uniqueness of these places. The Rizzi family would like to thank you for your visit and look forward to seeing you again in Matera. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.